Hey, what's up, everyone? This is David, and I have some thoughts here. I wanted to continue with Psalm 1 and just the happiness of the righteous in the way of Christ. And I was thinking about this last night. Now, I've tried to record this like 3 or 4 times, keep getting interrupted. So hopefully I can finish this. But last night I was thinking about some of the things that I said in my previous video on Psalm 1, 1 through 3, and just the happiness of the righteous. And my mind was really drawn to that verse 2. So we can read that. It says, "Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instruction, and he meditates on it day and night." And I was thinking back through my own life and how this passage has proven true time and time again. As I meditate on the Lord's Word, I meet Christ in that place, and I bring the Word into my soul. Christ does genuinely abide with me there. And it is a place that's full of joy, and it's a place that I love. And yet, why do I struggle to get there? Why do I have a hard time abiding in that place consistently? And so my mind was thinking about that. And a couple passages came to my mind. So if we can read here in Galatians 5:16 and 17, it says, Paul speaks and he says, "Walk by the Spirit, and you will certainly not carry out the desire of the flesh. For the flesh desires what it is against the Spirit, and the Spirit desires what is against the flesh. These are opposed to one another, so that you don't do what you want." And here Paul explains to us something that I think is really important in our walk. What keeps us from that place of fellowship with Christ? It's the desires of the flesh. And don't let your mind jump immediately to overt sins, sexuality and things like that. Or sexual immorality, I should say. Sexuality is a normal, natural thing, but our mind shouldn't jump there first. As I was thinking about this, what prevents me from entering that place of meditating on the Word of God and enjoying the presence of Christ so much? It's more akin to what Paul said, all things are permissible to me, but not beneficial. And it's those things in my life that are of the flesh, of the natural world, those distractions. And the things that I desire to do, they keep me from it. And there's the general weakness of the flesh. I'm not satisfied with that. I never have been. And so I just was thinking, what's the answer? And a passage popped in my mind. We'll come back to the passage we just were at. It's in Luke 9:23. He says, "If anyone wants to follow after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me." So here we have these two passages. I think in these passages we have the answer. We have to take up the cross. You want to have that incredible joy, you want to have spiritual happiness, you're going to have to take up the cross. And the things that we want, those things that are important to us in the flesh, be they sins or perhaps permissible things, that they're not sin, but they're just things that are earthly focused. We have to deny those. And we have to take up that cross that when we deny the flesh, it hurts. It's actually painful, and it causes discord. And we have to take up that cross, and we have to follow Christ. And the following Christ there, that last part of that sentence, and follow me. I wish I could draw on the screen here. I would draw directly over here. Walk by the Spirit. So I hope this is something that can encourage you. Nothing tremendously profound. I hope this is common knowledge to all, right? But to follow Christ is to walk by the Spirit, having denied those things, those desires that are outside of Christ. So what is outside of Christ that, perhaps you're laying in bed at night. What are the things in your life that are just outside of Christ? They don't have to be sin, but what just keeps you from entering as it is into that place where you delight in the Lord's instruction? Delight, that it genuinely elicits joy and satisfaction in you. That's what, as a Christian, I hope we're all pursuing that. We want to be truly satisfied and joyful over Christ. And as he promised, that those of us who we keep his word, he abides with us. And so in that fellowship place, that was just my thoughts as I was going through what stops me from this. And I was a little frustrated last night, and man, I want to enter this place where I can have that fellowship with Christ. And so I was reflecting on that. So I hope these reflections might be of an encouragement to you, and I hope they can kind of inspire some of your own reflections. If you find this encouraging, please take a moment to comment down below, subscribe to the channel, give me some feedback, and that'll help me set the direction here for this channel. And as always, may Christ captivate your heart.